day. I'm out on Lake Mendichuk this morning. It's about 2 minutes to sunrise. Had quite a bit of fog coming up here this morning. Still pretty nice. I'm going to try some top water. Past several trips I have started in shallow and worked my way out as the morning progressed. And just to switch things up, I'm going to start about, I don't know, in the middle and see how it goes. And I'm going to have to make a decision. Do I go a little deeper? Do I go a little shallower? We'll see. Most of the bigger fish have come sort of near the middle, but it's a big area, so they can be anywhere. It just depends. Looks like there was some kind of a hatch or something. There's all kinds of bugs on the boat. Alright, so we've got an assortment of topwater baits this morning. I've got Sexy Dog walking bait. I've got a Buzz Jet, which may be the single most overpriced bait on the market. It's the Buzz Jet Junior. I've got the Pop Max, which is about the same price but seems to produce quite a bit. I've got a Whopper Plopper, looks like the 110, and I've got a very effective but little used Seville bait right here that I put a feather on the back. I think I'm going to start with that right now. Let's see how it goes. Good talking. Oh, there it is. Nice fish. You stay on. Wow. Okay, so it wasn't a bad decision to start out a little deeper and crush that. Wow! Okay, so it wasn't a bad decision to start out a little deeper and crush that. It's hard not to keep coming here when you get action like that. I mean, that is just world-class action. And this is a great fish. What a tank! My God. Just insane, man. Just insane. What have I been here? 5 minutes? This is just such a beautiful fish. Man, he was not coming off. I know. The shakes. I got the sun in my face too. I'm gonna spin around. Here we go. Put it in the live well, and then we're going to weigh it. On the sexy dog. That's another big fish. Alright, I'm gonna pull this guy out of the live well and we're gonna weigh him up. And then I'm probably gonna let him go while it's calm and quiet. Hold on. Six 4. It didn't hold. Hold on. Six 4.5. That's pretty close to my best walking bait bass. Good day. It is precisely 12 noon and I am off the water and I'm heading home. Fishing on a Sunday is generally a touch and go kind of deal, and there's quite a bit of recreational boating traffic that you have to contend with, and so I generally don't do it, but the big fish are in there shallow, and doesn't mean you're going to catch them. But so I took a shot. I got up early, headed out. I got there on time. Conditions were perfect. It didn't last long. They only lasted about 40 minutes. It's a lot of stuff to do and drive and go for 40 minutes of fishing, but the payoff can be quite good. And today it was quite good. I caught precisely one smallmouth bass, but she certainly helped my average, which has been kind of a little high. You know, I don't shoot this high. I love to say that I do, but I mean, you can't. It's unrealistic. So it was calm, and I got up in there. I started in the middle of the flat rather than the shallow end. Usually I work shallow to deep. I went to the middle to start. I wasn't feeling it last time. I said next time I come I'm going to start in the middle, so that's what I did. I was going to have to make a decision once I got across the flat. I had to either go shallow or deep, but the fish made the decision for me. So I started in the middle. I got about a third of the way across. It was calm. The sun wasn't up. There was some dynamite fog which kept the visibility down. Wind was down. Walking bait over isolated weeds. It was a sexy dog, the big one. Got crushed way out on the end of the cast. Had the video running. Tons of acrobatics. A lot of begging and praying on my part that the hooks would stay in her, and they did. And I got her in the net. I put her on the Breckman scale. I think that's how you say it. I got that scale a while ago, and there was some user unfamiliarity on my part, and it wasn't working right for me. I couldn't get it to hold. It wasn't the scale, it was me. It was just the knucklehead, but I figured it out. And today I used it, and that fish weighed on that scale 2 times 6 pounds 4.5 ounces. It was a beautiful smallmouth, gorgeous, one of the prettiest ones I've caught all year, and it was super tall, and she was very healthy, and she was pissed at that walker bait. She did not want that thing around. She crushed it. So that was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the footage. Right after I put her in the live well, and the sun was up a little bit and the fog cleared, the visibility was much better, because I had to crawl all the way up the lake 10 miles.
traveling 50 miles an hour when you can only see 50 feet. That's a suicide trip. So I was going clutch. Took me a while to get up there. And I had a little audience. There was about four bass boats came up. And so I'm not pulling a 6-pound smallmouth out of the live well and take pictures with 5 other bass boats there. They kind of come up and moseyed around and took some casts, and I took that opportunity to have a sandwich. I just thought it was time. So I ate, and they did their thing, and in about 20 minutes or so they split. Waited till they left. I think the camera just turned off. Anyway, I waited till they left. I pulled the fish out, took some pictures, video, weighed her up, 6 pounds, 4 ounces. So the past few trips, I've got 4 fish over 5 and 1 over 6. I think that's right. 2, a 588, a 590, a 522, and a 6.4. So it's 2 514s, a 5 1/4, and a 6.4. That's pretty good. And they're not coming in bunches. I mean, I'm not filling the live well. I'm catching. One day I caught 2. Both the other times I got 1. But it's hard not to keep coming back here when that's going to be the payoff. I am traveling 65 miles an hour. The speed limit here in Michigan is 75. I don't go 75. I go 65. And so the masses that are heading south after their weekend vacation cannot possibly be behind me, because that is just not fast enough. Gas was 3 1/4 when I left today, so I have no problem conserving a little bit anyway. Hey, I'm on a fixed income. You know what it's like. Alright, anyway. Had a fun day. I'm a little lamped. Can't wait to check out the footage. It should be good. Good ducking. 6.4, baby. Top water. You gotta love it. That's one of the prettiest prettiest smallmouth I've caught in a long time. That is just